Hello and welcome to day 15 of our 30 days of brain health tips. I'm Dr. Tatiana. I'm a board certified chiropractic neurologist, and today we are going to talk about the importance of reading and reading for our brain health. Now, reading is great because obviously there's lots of different types of things we can read and have an interest to. So the topic is whatever is makes you happy and that you enjoy. I want to discuss the importance of just continuing to train the parts of our brain and the eye muscles and the areas of the brain that control our eye muscles and our eye movements to continue to encourage those pathways to continue just to work well. Now, if for any reason you find reading uncomfortable, obviously first we want to make sure, how's your eyesight? Do you need to have any corrective lenses or glasses? So definitely if you haven't had your regular eye exam, please go do that. But if you have and your eye doctor has given you corrective lenses or says, you're fine or whatever the case is, and that's not the issue, and you're still you're getting headaches, you're feeling really tired after you read, you're not enjoying reading, maybe you've read something and then you don't really remember what you just read a second ago. So if you find reading is challenging and you find that you're putting it off and choosing not to read and maybe consuming the news or doing like audiobooks or going in other ways to get information more like auditorily versus reading, then I think that's something where you'll want to have that evaluated. This is probably an indicator that something might be going on, that we would want to just encourage some maybe brain exercises through a professional who can help coordinate the way your brain is firing the brain centers that control the eye muscles, that control the eye movements, so that everything is in harmony. So if that is your case, then please, then we're going to need to have you, look into getting some care on that level, and don't ignore it and say, oh, whatever, I just never was a reader, I don't care to read. So that's a little sign and indicator. Okay. So something to look into. I see this a lot with patients who have had concussions. Even if the concussion was years ago, there could still be some issues down the road where they're kind of avoiding reading or just finding other ways to go around in life where they don't have to read because it's uncomfortable or it just doesn't feel right. So these are some of those little subtle signs that we don't want sneaking by because they'll just compound and get worse, and they're actually something that can get corrected. Just your eye doctor will be looking at your vision, and then more of a functional neurologist will be looking at how to help the brain coordinate the eye movements. So it's just a different kind of specialist. All right, so if you are enjoying reading though, and you don't find you're having any of those challenges, then I want to encourage you to be able to read and to be able to read, quickly and at different distances, and to challenge yourself where, for example, you're able to these are a little bit of like brain exercises where, let's say you're reading and you have, like let's say you're walking and reading, and you make sure you don't trip or something like this. We got to, safety first, of course, right? But just different ways to challenge your brain and eye muscles to be able to continue to find the word on the page, right? So that's a challenge in itself, to be able to have those eyes fixate on a word, and then of course move your eyes quickly to the next word in the sentence, and to be able to continue to stay on that same line and continue to let the eyes just sort of jump word to word. We call those eye movements saccades, which are rapid eye movements. So the idea of being able to fixate the eyes, really important. The ability to do little saccades, so the ability for those eyes to move quickly to one word to another, and then to be able to stay in the same line, and then be able to return back and read the next line, of course. So the act of reading and what's involved, the skills that are required by the brain, the eye muscles, the movement of the eyes, the coordination, there's a lot of sophistication and complexity in those neurological pathways. But just by asking for reading to occur, we are keeping the health and vitality of all those pathways. So again, if you find that reading is a challenge, please make sure to go have that evaluated, because I wouldn't want you to, kind of move away from doing those activities because of maybe headaches or discomfort, we really want to turn that stone over if that's your case and have that looked at and taken care of so you can enjoy reading. All right, let me know what you like to read and things that you've read recently that you have found interesting. I'd love to see your reading list, and I will see you tomorrow for another brain health tip. Have a great day.